station Mirai-kan. How do you read me?
よく聞こえます、古川さん。
ありがとうございます、ゆいさん。こちらは日本科学未来館。
Thank you very much, Mr. Yui. We're here at Mirai-kan in Japan, and we've been very much looking forward to this call, and we also have the presence of Prime Minister Abe with us.
安倍総理、高いところから失礼いたします。
Prime Minister Abe, please allow me to speak from up high. Very nice to talk to you for the very first time. My name is Kimiya Yui from JAXA, and I'm joined by Mr. Scott Kelly from the United States. He's here for an entire 12 months here at ISS, and I'm also joined by Dr. Kjell Lindgren. And we are in the same class, if you will. And three of us have been very much looking forward to this VIP call. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Yui. So, Prime Minister Abe, if you could give Mr. Yui a message. Hello, everyone. I first would like to congratulate you on the very successful docking or capture. And with this, I believe that you were able to demonstrate the quality of the space technologies, and I believe that you demonstrated a high credibility. And I believe that all of the major operations of the capture was done by Japanese members. So I believe that it was a major success of Team Japan, and many of the Japanese citizens therefore feel very proud of what you have done. Congratulations.
どうもありがとうございます、総理。やはり
Thank you very much for your message, Prime Minister Abe.
各国の宇宙船のその輸送機の失敗も続きましたので、特にコウノトリについて
There has been a series of failures with cargo ships from various countries, and therefore people paid a lot of attention to the recent capture of Konotori, and a series of failure was made because of the very difficult and complex procedures required. However, we were able to coordinate with other countries in order to make this operation a success, and I believe that we were able to clearly demonstrate what Japan has to offer, and I'm also very much pleased about the success. So, Prime Minister Abe, can you give a question to Mr. Yui? Yes, I was just seeing the video, and you are representing Japan, of course, in this expedition. And you have colleagues, including the two colleagues that you are joined by today, and all of the members are coming from different countries. And therefore, this is really the global collaboration that you are feeling. And you are the oldest person, I believe. You are 39 years old. And I believe that you therefore are a star for middle-aged people. But were you feeling confident about your physical capabilities given your age? Yes, in terms of my physical capability, given what I did before as part of my career, and because I was training myself well, I was feeling confident. And also, even after I arrived at ISS, I have been doing the workout every day, and therefore I'm a middle-aged person. However, I believe that I'm still good enough. Thank you. So next, I would like to invite Minister Shimomura. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I am Shimomura. Yui-san and Kelly-san and Lindgren-san, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I'm very much pleased to be able to have this call with you today. You are staying at ISS for a long period of time, and I believe that you are actually feeling firsthand the changes in your body. And there is a very famous anecdote in Japan, Urashima Taro, and that is about feeling the passage of time with declining physical capability. And I believe that you and also Kelly-san will be staying actually at ISS for 12 months. And Yui-san, in terms of the Japanese contributions, what kind of contribution is Japan making to this science of trying to understand what the long-term stay in space would do to the human body? And it seems that you seem to be doing well, but how do you feel? What is your physical condition at the moment?
That's a question for me? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your question. So throughout the year that I'll be up here, we have 400 different types of scientific experiments in all different types of disciplines, and one of which, like you were asking, is about how our body ages due to the effects of microgravity and the changes that occur. There are these things called telomeres that as you age get they get kind of broken up, and one of the things we're looking at with my DNA and RNA and proteins and things like that is how those are affected by this environment, and hopefully through that we'll understand more about the aging process.
この加齢のプロセスというものを理解できると思っています。
で、スコット・ケリー飛行士についてはやはり1年間滞在していますので、
And of course, Kelly-san will be staying here for a whole year, and he's taking part in the Japanese experiments. So what kind of microbes will change within the body, and also what kind of activities levels will change. These are the experiments Mr. Kelly is taking part in, and this 1 year extended stay in space, his experiment will contribute greatly to the medicine that we are trying to discover. Now we ask Mr. Yamaguchi. I'm the State Minister for Space Policy. My name is Yamaguchi. And you look very relaxed and you look very in good shape, so I'm very happy to see all of you. And as Yui-san mentioned, there's been some failures in the docking as well as the transport vessel, but you captured Konotuli perfectly. So we were overwhelmed on the ground. So congratulations. And when I met you before, Yui-san, you said that you love movies and you saw the right stuff and you wanted to become an astronaut yourself. You've gone through many training, rigorous training and simulations. The unexpected, the zero-gravity kind of film scenario is not something likely, but how is the situation in space? How are you finding it? Hello, nice to see you. Well, the training is quite different on the ground and in space. In the zero gravity, I still have not a good grasp on this. So a lot of the blunt went up to my brain, so I was very slow in making my decisions and judgment, but I still have to work. So that was not something I experienced on training on the ground. So maybe we'll have to do handstands on the ground when we train. So that was a difficult adjustment for me when I'm here. And I'm sure Mr. Kelly and Mr. Lindgren might also find a difference in training.
So, of course, the differences between what we experience in training and what we see here on orbit can sometimes be very significant due to changes in the schedule and the vehicles that are visiting and the equipment that is working. Sometimes we have been trained a lot on one experiment or one operation that we will not perform up here. And likewise, sometimes we will do things up here that we haven't necessarily trained specifically for. But our training program is terrific. Both at NASA, at JAXA, and around the world, our trainers have given us the skills so that we can attack any problem that comes up. And so we feel very confident in our own skills and in the skills of our crewmates to perform any duty that is required of us.
Thank you very much. I'd like to change the role of MC to Mr. Mori. We have students from some of the super high science high schools. And so I'd like to have the high school students and junior high school students have an opportunity to address you. So if you have any questions to Mr. Yui, Mr. Inaba, my name is Chihiro Inaba, and if you are to spend a long time in space, there's a lot we don't know about the repercussions and effects it has on the human body, and you also have to go through rigorous training. Tell me why, Mr. Yui, you wanted to still, despite all of the difficulties, wanted to go up into space. Thank you very much for your question, Ms. Inaba. I was a test pilot before, and what drove me was that I wanted to be in a job that contributes and serves the people. I didn't think about the dangers. Test pilots, astronauts, we're serving for the future of mankind, and that's the reason why I volunteered for this job. Thank you. Next, Sakamoto-san, please. My name is Sora Sakamoto. I want to become a scientist in the future. And I believe that in the future, people would not be just exploring or study the space. I believe that people will be able to live over a long period of time on other planets. So, Dr. Lindgren, do you think it is possible that people would move and also settle on other planets, including Mars?
Thank you for this question. I absolutely believe that we will eventually go to other planets, to Mars, for example. You know, over 100 years ago, people thought it would be, nobody thought we would ever even fly, much less go to the moon and be working and living in outer space. But now we have this incredible partnership between our countries, with Japan and the United States and all of our other international partners. We have created this amazing international laboratory where we were doing work to figure out how to extend humanity's presence in space and make life better on the Earth. And so I think with our joint ingenuity and hard work, that within just a few decades, if not sooner, we will be placing our first steps on Mars.
Thank you for answering the question.
はい、ご質
And
問にお答えいただ
congratulations
きま
on
して
your
どうもあり
first
がとうご
flight.
ざいました。そしてまたおめでとうございます。
日本の高校生が
Now here
皆さんのおかげでとても
we are joined by Japanese high school students, and I believe that all of them felt very much motivated and also encouraged by your wonderful work.
務めさせていただきます。
So my name is Furukawa once again, and I would like to serve as MC from this point onward as well. There's an announcement by Prime Minister Abe. Yes, I would like to introduce to you a good piece of news to you. Mr. Kanai, who is also joining us today, is now nominated to participate in expedition. Starting from November 2017, he will stay in ISS as part of the expedition crew. So congratulations, Mr. Kanai. So on behalf of the entire Japan, I hope that you'll be able to achieve a lot of success up there. Congratulations, Mr. Kanai. I'm sure that you were able to earn this position.
このような晴れがましい場で
Thank you, Prime Minister Abe. And I'm also extremely honored that you have announced my appointment to be part of the expedition at this wonderful occasion. For me, being part of the expedition is like a relay. Dr. Mori started this relay that was continued by Mr. Furukawa, and then Mr. Yui, who is up in the space now, is now running this relay. And in 2 years' time, I would like to succeed the button so that I will be able to pass on the button to the future generations. So I hope that you will continue to support us.
ゆいさん、金井さんへ
So, to Mr. Yui and also Mr. Kanai,
金井さんどうもおめでとうございます。金井さんには本当ね、私もいっぱい
would you please give a message to Mr. Kanai? Yes, congratulations. You have given me a lot of support, and thanks to your support, I have been
金井さんのミッションしっかりサポートします。
I have been successful in the expedition. So when I go back on the ground, I will surely support you. So let's work together continuously. So Prime Minister Abe, in concluding today's program, can you give a message to Mr. Yui? Mr. Yui and also the rest of the crew, I would like to first of all congratulate you on the success so far, and we are very much looking forward to further achievements down the road. Space gives me a lot of dream and hope to the people on the ground, and we have always been taking up this challenge of exploring the space for years now. And I believe that achievement to be achieved by Mr. Yui would be passed on to the future generation, to Mr. Kanai and also to future generations. I hope that this will also contribute to the future development of the industry as well. And all of the results of the current expedition will be encouraging further development and also further challenges for the Japanese people. So congratulations on your successful expedition so far.
総理どうもありがとうございました。温かい言葉。
Prime Minister Abe, thank you very much for your very kind word.
宇宙開発非常に難しいんですけれども。
Up here at ISS, of course, space development is very difficult, and yet we are collaborating with other countries. And I believe that Japan has a lot of expectations placed by other countries, and therefore, on behalf of Japan, I believe that I need to leave a good achievement in order to give further hopes as well as dreams to the Japanese people. And I believe that by doing so, we should be able to pave the future road for the future for the Japanese development. So I would like to do my part while I'm still here. Thank you once again very much for your encouragement. Well, we actually have more time, and there are two high school students here who couldn't pose their question. Could we entertain more questions? This is Kenta Tokuhiro, and I'm interested in computer science. So I'd like to ask about the ISS system. You are surrounded by different machines. Once there's a trouble, how do you respond? If you could ask Mr. Kelly, please.
Well, thank you for your question. We have a lot of systems on the space station, from the computer systems like you might be familiar with, or electrical systems, the environmental control and life support system that provides us oxygen and scrubs the atmosphere of carbon dioxide. And we need to be able to repair all of them. So they give us some basic training in how to do that. But we also have experts and engineers on the ground that help us with these repairs. They make the procedures. They look over our shoulders when we're doing it. So between some basic skills that we have and some training and the help with the very talented people on the ground, some of which obviously are in Japan there for this Japanese pressurized module, and the other Japanese module we have, we can get everything fixed when we have to so far.
Thank you, Scott. It's always a great pleasure to talk with you from Miraikan. And congratulations on your one-year stay flight. And enjoy your flight.
And very last question. My name is Aya Nukari, and through my experience in high school, I really want to think about what I want to become in the future. Mr. Yui, in Kibo, you are dealing with different types of science, biomedical experience, medical experience, etc. But what is the most largest discovery of all that you had in Kibo?
Thank
you for your question, Ms. Nukari. Yes, when you think of the fruits of our experiment, there's so much, but I love astronomy, so if I could share that. MEXI is a payload we had, and with an X-ray, is emitted 24 hours, and we could observe 24 hours around the clock, and this has been held in high regard, and we've found a lot of new stars and matters, and the thesis that's been written based on this study has won many awards. And now Kjellet's on board, and we will have space rays, and we'll be able to look, maybe hopefully find a dark matter, or find hints or ways to identify the dark matter. So that will be another great outcome. But of course, the greatest fruit of all is that all of these different kind of people from different nations, we're all trying to contribute to peace and work together to make a new discovery. So I strongly feel that point. Thank you very much. I still have a minute to spare, and so I'd like to entertain any other questions if you might have that one last question. Prime Minister Abe, can you send a message? Well, we've been joined by 3 astronauts, and you all look to be in great shape, so we're very happy here on the ground. I know you have loads of work to tackle, but I hope you will continue to excel. And as Dr. Mori said, that you can really sleep well in space. So I want to go up to the ISS and get my quality sleep as well. But I hope you will get enough sleep and be healthy and contribute to humankind, all of us here on Earth.
Thanks very much.
こちらもですね、
Sorry to interrupt you. Houston, this concludes the event. Thank you. これで更新は終了です。皆さんありがとうございました。
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.